Welcome back to Moto Next Hub, the place where we break down the motorcycles that shape the future of riding. Today's video is one many adventure bike fans have been waiting for. We're talking about the Royal Enfield Himalayan 750, expected to arrive in 2026, and potentially the most powerful, most capable Himalayan Royal Enfield has ever built. The Himalayan name has always stood for simplicity, ruggedness, and real-world adventure. From the original 411 to the current 450, Royal Enfield has slowly evolved the platform. But the Himalayan 750 represents a big leap, not just in engine size, but in ambition. This bike is aimed directly at riders who want long-distance touring comfort, serious off-road capability, and highway performance without losing that classic Royal Enfield character. Let's start with the engine, because this is where the Himalayan 750 truly changes the game. The bike is expected to be powered by a newly tuned 750cc parallel twin engine, likely derived from Royal Enfield's proven 650 platform but significantly reworked. We're looking at an engine that could produce around 55 to 60 horsepower and roughly 60 Nm of torque. That might not sound extreme on paper, but in real-world adventure touring, this level of output is exactly what riders need. Smooth power delivery, strong mid-range torque, and relaxed highway cruising are expected to be the highlights. The engine is expected to be oil and air-cooled or possibly oil-cooled only, staying true to Royal Enfield's philosophy of durability and ease of maintenance. A 6-speed gearbox with the slipper clutch should be standard, and there's a strong chance we'll see ride-by-wire for the first time on a Himalayan, opening the door for riding modes like road, off-road, and rain. On the performance front, the Himalayan 750 is expected to feel significantly more planted on highways compared to the smaller models, cruising comfortably at 120 to 130 km per hour should be effortless, with plenty of power left for overtakes. At the same time, the torque-focused tuning should allow the bike to crawl through trails, broken roads, and mountain paths without constant gear changes. This balance between touring and trail riding is what could make the Himalayan 750 stand out in the mid-size adventure segment. Now let's talk about the chassis and suspension, which are critical for any adventure motorcycle. The Himalayan 750 is expected to use a new steel trellis or reinforced cradle frame designed to handle the increased power and weight. Suspension duties are likely to be handled by long-traveled USD forks at the front and a monoshock at the rear, both possibly adjustable for preload and rebound. This setup should offer improved stability at high speeds while still soaking up bumps and rough terrain with ease. Wheel sizes are expected to remain true to adventure bike norms, with a 21-inch front wheel and an 18-inch rear wheel, both spoked for durability. Tubeless spoked wheels could be a major upgrade if Royal Enfield decides to include them, making puncture repairs much easier during long rides. Ground clearance is expected to be generous, likely around 220 mm, ensuring confidence while tackling rocks, water crossings, and uneven trails. Braking performance should also see a noticeable upgrade. The Himalayan 750 is expected to come with twin-disc brakes at the front and a single disc at the rear, supported by dual-channel ABS as standard. Off-road ABS or switchable rear ABS is very likely, catering to riders who want more control during trail riding. In terms of design, the Himalayan 750 is expected to look muscular yet purposeful. Don't expect flashy or overly aggressive styling. Royal Enfield will likely stick to a functional, timeless design with a tall stance, wide handlebars, and a commanding road presence. The fuel tank is expected to be larger, possibly around 20 liters, making long-distance touring more practical with fewer fuel stops. The front end may feature a round LED headlamp with a rugged housing, blending classic design with modern lighting technology. LED indicators, a robust metal bash plate, engine guards, and a sturdy rear luggage rack are all expected to be part of the standard or accessory package. The seat is likely to be wide and well cushioned, designed for long hours in the saddle, with a relatively accessible seat height considering the bike's adventure nature. Technology is another area where the Himalayan 750 could make big strides. A fully digital TFT display is expected, possibly with smartphone connectivity, turn-by-turn navigation, call alerts, and ride statistics. Royal Enfield's Tripper navigation system could be upgraded for better visibility and functionality. Features like traction control, multiple riding modes, and cruise control may also make an appearance, especially to compete with rivals in the global adventure bike market. Now let's address the price, which is one of the most important factors for Royal Enfield buyers. The Himalayan 750 is expected to be positioned as a premium offering, but still relatively accessible compared to international adventure bikes. In India, the expected ex-showroom price could range between 4.5 to 5.2 lakh rupees. International pricing would vary, but it would still undercut many competitors while offering strong value for money. So what makes the Himalayan 750 truly special? Its biggest unique selling point is balance. It's not trying to be the fastest or the most technologically complex adventure bike out there. Instead, it focuses on reliability, usable performance, comfort, and affordability. Royal Enfield understands its audience. Riders who want to explore without worrying about fragile electronics or sky-high maintenance costs. Another key USP is the brand's growing global support network, with Royal Enfield expanding rapidly across markets. Owning a Himalayan 750 for cross-country or even cross-continental travel becomes a realistic option. Add to that the massive aftermarket and customization potential, and you've got the bike that can truly be tailored to your riding style. In conclusion, the Royal Enfield Himalayan 750, expected for 2026, could mark a new chapter for the brand. It represents Royal Enfield's confidence in stepping into the larger adventure motorcycle space while staying true to its roots. If the final production model delivers on these expectations, the Himalayan 750 could become one of the most talked about adventure bikes of the decade. If you enjoyed this step dive, make sure to like the video, subscribe to Moto Next Hub, and let us know in the comments whether you'd choose the Himalayan 750 for your next adventure ride. Until then, ride safe, keep exploring, and we'll see you in the next one.